Hey, good afternoon, everybody. From cloudy Jaffrey, New Hampshire, Forrest and I are working in the car today. My office and the entire church, that our alarm system has gone off, and so we are retreating to quieter places. I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about fasting and our church community and the denomination that we're part of, that we are participating in a fast together. And I was just thinking about it. We're a few days in, and I'm eating my salad for like the third or fourth day in a row, and I start to get a little grumbly and complainy. And then I realize that this isn't what it's about at all, right? That fasting is about making something more important than food or entertainment or whatever it is. It's making God and our relationship with God more important. And we're not doing like the hardcore, we're not doing a water fast. I've done that before. We're going to do a Daniel fast, and if you're familiar with that Daniel said that he did not eat any pleasant food, and so we're eating to live, and avoiding sugar and meat and a lot of the things that we all enjoy, and none of that is wrong. And yet, for just this season, that we have decided to choose to limit ourselves. I don't know if there's anything that's less American than choosing to not participate in something that we want. That what I want is a double cheeseburger at Wendy's. What I had was a nice healthy salad with none of the things that I really like the baked chicken or the eggs. And as I was poking through my salad, I became annoyed that here I go again with this, and I realized that if I'm going to do that, if I'm going to complain about my fast, then it's no longer a fast, it's just a diet. And I want to be able to take steps in my life so that God is more important than even some of the delicious foods that we enjoy. Like I said, it's entirely un-American to self-limit. Regardless of whether that you're in incredible shape or if you've got a few pounds or more than a few pounds, we find ways to say yes to ourselves, whether it's a good thing, bad thing, or somewhere in the middle. And yet the scripture talks about the fruits of the Spirit. And if you've heard about the fruits of the Spirit, it's love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, gentleness, meekness, faithfulness, and self-control. And I think it's interesting that even Paul put self-control on the bottom of his list. I'm guessing that, like you and me, that he found it the most difficult and probably the least fruity of the fruits of the Spirit, if you know what I mean. But as we move past just the self-control that we have and asking God to give us supernatural self-control, that we're able to not just choose different food, but that we're able to make different choices in our lifestyle, and to be able to see God move in areas, maybe to break certain habits. Maybe there's generational stuff that's going on. For some of us, it's what we say, it's what comes out of our mouth, that it's that reactionary stuff. For some of us, it's gossip. We don't have power in a situation, so we just talk about people. For some of us, it's overeating. That food is something that we choose. God gave us taste buds. There's no reason for taste buds other than God wanted us to enjoy things. But the ability to self-limit is when we say, I'm choosing the better thing. It's choosing the best and trading the good for the best. And any of those things, it all requires an element of self-limitation. And I stepped on the scale at the beginning of the year, and I was thinking somebody else was on there with me, and that's not fat shaming anybody. But we have and fasting isn't about losing weight. It's about making a greater connection with God. But a secondary benefit is that as we get more spiritually in tune, then we also get more physically healthy. And so if you are part of our church community and you haven't started any kind of a fast, I pray that you do something where you say no to yourself and you say yes to God at some level. And if you're just a friend or you just kind of fell upon this, if you don't know Jesus, today is a day where you can be able to receive his free gift of salvation and start walking in freedom. If you are a Christian, you've never fasted, boy, one of the greatest things that we can do is to learn to self-limit. Because if we can do that, then when we have less or we are in situations that are not pleasant, we've already prepared our heart where God's more important than my needs or my greeds or whatever it is. Anyways, I was wearing my Patriot hoodie today because today is Bill Belichick's last day on the job. 24 years as a coach for the Patriots. Pretty incredible. Anyways, that's not at all related to what we were talking about. I pray that for each and every one of you that your 2024 is going amazingly well. And for those of you who are Christians, that you are connecting with God, that you're not paying attention to everything that's going on in the world and letting that dictate you, but that you are living as a powerful person. And one thing that powerful people do is that we choose and we make choices. We don't respond to our impulses. We don't respond to those things. We don't react to those things. We make choices. And so for a season, we're just saying no. It won't be forever. I will definitely have another cheeseburger at Wendy's or at Five Guys. But for right now, we're saying no to some pleasant things so that we can be able to say yes to God at a different level. And for some of us, that as we do that, we're praying for breakthrough in our family, in our church community, in our culture, and in ourselves. And so let that little gnaw of hunger drive you to press in more to God. And I again pray that everybody is well and blessed, and that we're off to a flying start.